Welcome everyone. Today we have a special Genshin Pack news update. So in this video, we'll have a look at the latest post from Paimon and what is happening with the patch 1.5 content. After that, we'll have a look at the community's response and also different twists, different messages, and also the revenue from MiHoYo with the Venti banner. After that, we'll also have a look at the concerns and the need for two-factor variation for the account security. So over here, I've made a number of questions which we can go through together in this video. Does the leak help players? How does it hurt MiHoYo? What are the things I should be aware of? And what are the things we can do in this situation to improve as a community? And there's a few things I want to go through with you guys, and let's get started. Now lately, because patch 1.5 beta came out and some of the data miners actually took the information and started looking into different new characters, new bosses, and new theme for patch 1.5. And from officials' response, they're really not happy about this because it provides the unfair gaming environment, and also they will take actions towards the leakers. So this is quite serious. And if we have a look at some of the comments below, we can see a lot of people supporting this and also some of the people concerning about the two-factor variation. So those are the two things we'll talk about in this video. So coming over to the summary notes, I usually have one of those as I plan for different videos, and for these ones I came up with a few questions. A few of those are also rhetorical questions asking myself. The first question is, does the leak help players? So coming from my own perspective, there's a few things we should be aware of. Firstly, I do think some of the leaked or the new information does build excitement for different players, especially to have something to look forward to. And this can allow players to plan for resource and also to farm for materials for the new characters they want from the banner, and also decide which of the banners you want to wish for. What's after the banner is very important to a lot of the free-to-play and also low-spending players. Now this does have a cost though. This does take away the surprise for the players, and this also hurts MiHoYo. Now currently there isn't a lot of the patch 1.4 content, and we're still waiting for the minigames. And this is one of the reasons why people are actively looking for more information on the game, because they're looking for more content. And this is when the patch 1.5 leaks came in, and this is why MiHoYo is not too happy about this. Because after today, tomorrow, we'll have the minigames for patch 1.4. Now my second question is, does this actually hurt MiHoYo? The answer is definitely yes, because not on the design department and also on the future planning. So in terms of revenue and also sales, when players do know what's coming after the banner, they might be planning, they might be delaying their spending. So from MiHoYo's perspective, this will affect their revenue. And also for the designs department, if they do decide to change the design, for example the Rosaria case, they have nerfed her chest a little bit, and players were not too happy about this. Now to be fair, for the Rosaria case, they did tease her in patch 1.2, and in that particular demo or the video trailer in the game, she does look to have a bigger chest than the one that's showing with patch 1.4. So in terms of sales and revenue, I did come across this particular post by Hami over here about the revenue for Venti. Surprisingly guys, the Venti banner is doing really well. This one shows the income for MiHoYo, and this is one of the Chinese apps. You can see with Alberto, Gangyu, Xiao, and also the staff of Homer, Kachin, Hu Tao, you can see Venti is actually pretty high with the latest rerun banner. And I guess this is not to take away that this doesn't affect MiHoYo. The concern and also plans is that this will affect the child banner, which will have Rosaria, and also this might affect how that banner is presented to the players, because some of the players might delay their spending for patch 1.5. Now if we come over to this post by Hasabur over here, we can see that he talked about the leaks maybe helping to increase the hype of the players. And over here he was talking about his brother being a free-to-play player, and he's been saving Paimon gems for Venti. Because he knows there will be a new character he will be more interested in, he will be delaying his summons for Venti and waiting for the new character to come in the new banner. And if he hasn't heard about the news of the new character, most likely he will be spending a lot of his hard-earned Paimon gems and maybe even quitting because he can't get the character he wanted. So this is more for a free-to-play and also low-spending player. Of course, this does come back to the idea of MiHoYo's concern. Because players are not spending on the banners, they are delaying the spending, this will hurt MiHoYo's revenue. So we also have this particular image from here from AE Entropy. It's basically Paimon being angry at the leaked videos. So you can see this one as well. So this is from AE Entropy over here. So I'm not trying to defend the leakers guys. But rather I want to bring the two sides of the story. We want to see from MiHoYo's perspective. We also want to see from the lower spending players' perspective. The next question is, what can be done in this situation? So usually we can think in terms of MiHoYo's perspective. Can they change this particular leaking with different data miners and also the beta testers? What if they do internal beta testing? What if they allow for open access beta servers? So a lot of games back then, I used to play World of Warcraft, Hero of the Storm, and also Diablo. They were games that allows for open beta servers to get the players to test what is in a beta server. And this also takes away the concern for leaks, because everything is revealed to the public. So this can be a really good idea. And similarly, if you guys remember, there were official roadmaps back with patch 1.1 to patch 1.3, basically addressing what is coming in the game, what can people expect, and also this brings the need for leaked information much lesser. Because the community wants to know what's happening in the game, we love the game, and we want to see more communication with MiHoYo and also the community. And also on the same topic, we are also looking for two-factor variation, and we are also looking for better security. There's always posts that helps others and helps us to look for better security. Now we can do as much as we can for the account security. And coming from Zephyr over here, this is quite a detailed guide of how to get a better account security. As you can see over here, he gives tips of security, what to do, what not to do, and those are quite detailed and also comprehensive. So those are really good. But the biggest question is, can MiHoYo do a little more for us? Because we're looking for pin code, we're looking for two-factor variation about accounts, about items being destroyed. And hopefully we can hear more from them as well. So if you guys are interested, I'll have this post ready for you guys as well, to have a look at the ways we can protect our accounts, and also looking forward to see MiHoYo's response for a better two-factor variation and also security. Because as we go through the official post from Paimon, we can see there's a lot of comments about two-factor variation and also concerns for security. And hopefully those issues can be addressed in the future. Now the next question is more of me asking myself, and also similar for other content creators. So can I get into trouble with the leaks and the copyright and also channel risk? And for me personally, I am not very experienced in YouTube to know to what extent am I viable for, am I liable, and how can they affect me. And I was quite concerned after seeing that I am no longer able to access the Discord. So to me, honestly, the question is it worth the risk to post more information, which we'll talk about in the after of the few questions. So for me at the moment, I am really troubled and also confused. I'm quite concerned, as you can tell, and I'll try to explain a little bit what do I mean by this. Now coming over to my next question, how to provide useful information and also news to the community. This is what I love to do for the game, and this is what I'm most interested in and also most excited with. I love to look for new information, and I love to be informative of the community. If there's free Paimon gems, new event, and new guides, new tips, I'd love to bring those as well. So what I try to do is I try to bring joy and also positivity to the community. And usually anticipation of something good that is coming in the future can bring a positive feeling and also create positive vibes. So the intention is to keep the community informed of the news. But how can I do this when we're also worried about the leaks? So this comes at a conflict of interest. If I keep posting videos that's related to the leaked information, we may be at risk with the YouTube channel, or maybe even more legal risk. But if we stop posting those information, we may be less informative as a YouTube channel. So that is what I was thinking about those two questions. So now coming back to my final question, what do you guys think about the direction of a channel, and also how should we approach this? So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start a community poll shortly after this video, and I'll have that posted as well. So the community poll will be about how should we post information and also news for the channel. And should we be looking at leaked information? How should we talk about those? Or should we even talk about this at all? Now keep in mind guys, I am still recovering from the full doctor's examination from yesterday. So my thoughts and also my ideas are a little slow. And I was thinking about this for the past few hours. I did take a lot of rest, but I am still not fully at my 100%. So I might be a little slow to respond. What I'm thinking is, after starting the poll, likely I'll be going to sleep. So once I wake up, depending on the poll results, I might decide to keep or delete the latest Eula video. So we had the latest video on the spotlight of the character. During that video, I was super excited for her, but little did I know, there was more concerns about the leak and this official post from Paimon. And after the initial excitement for the new characters and also the new skills, I got really concerned with the risk of those videos. So please let me know in the comments and also in the post about the leaked videos, and also should we be looking at those information, or should we be keeping them aside and also not talk about them as frequently as we are? So let me know what do you guys think, and we'll go from there. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and also turn the little bell on for the latest news. I'll be looking towards to make more builds, guides, tips, and news and event updates for us as we come further into the game. And as always, I wish you guys the best of luck with Genshin and have the most fun in exploring this wonderful world.